Call 833-SPA-SALE or visit hottubandSwimSpaSale.com.
Idaho Sports Talk has all the right pieces for another successful show. Keep your head in the show, Prater and Johnny.
The off-season is rolling on, and spring football is on the way in March. It's time for the new Players Spotlight as Prater and the Ballgame introduce you to one of the newest Broncos.
Another quick reminder, the Kids Fair, Expo, Idaho, February 28th. Prater, Ballgame, Greg, all there, excited for you guys at Expo, Idaho. That's 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., final Saturday in February, the Kids Fair. Let's continue. You heard the voice guy, Prater. It's our special off-season series. Now more than ever, college football fans have to pay attention to the off-season and this roster. And what's the count? Catch us up on the numbers for Boise State, because there's a lot of these players we got to get to know.
Roughly 34 new transfers, minus one, maybe adding one. We'll see how it all plays out here. But 16 transfers, 17 incoming freshmen, a returning missionary, maybe a late add as well. And of those transfers, there's 5 Power 5 guys. Let's talk running backs today, Ballgame.
Let's do it. There's 2 Power 4 running backs that are on the team now, Prater, from pretty big institutions with really good histories of running back. I mean, think about the Pitt Panthers and Tony Dorsett and LaShawn McCoy, and I can go on and on and on. James Conner with Pitt backs. And then Kansas, you got John Riggins and Gale Sayers, right? Some good history as well. That's where these 2 kids are coming from. Harry Stewart from Kansas.
Harry Stewart III.
You're right. He is the third. I saw that too. I never know if it's on there, if that's what they mean. You need to refer to them as.
You never know until the first interview.
It's a good point, because a lot of times people just do what I think is it's cool on their jersey. They get to put a Roman numeral on their jersey sometimes.
Yes,
but
sir.
Harry Stewart, here's a guy from Kansas, Michael Forrest Prater, played there 2 years, 15 games, 87 carries. And didn't do a whole hell of a lot with his 87 carries, man. I'm not going to blow smoke. 3.6 yards per carry. He got some goal line activity this past season as a redshirt freshman. He scored 5 touchdowns on 69 carries, but only 3.9. Decent yards per carry.
I think you're reading Goff stuff.
I'm sorry. Am I on Juelz Goff?
You're
Prater?
on Juelz Goff.
Oh, get off it for me. I'm an idiot. Talk about
season mode, huh?
The pride of Frisco, the pride of Frisco, Texas. Sorry, guys.
I was checking out my stats thinking, I thought I did my research. It's all good, brother. That's part of getting to know him, right?
Yeah, totally. Harry Stewart III, the Kansas Comet out of Frisco, Texas. And if you remember Frisco, Texas, Ashton Genty.
Exactly. And I like Harry Stewart III. I like his size, 5'10", 220. By the way, both these guys, based on what I can tell, and Boise State lists them both as redshirt sophomores, I think that they both have 3 years of eligibility left. So I'm not very good at that anymore, coming out of COVID and all that nonsense in the rules, but it seems like Boise State got themselves a couple of P4 running backs with 3 years of eligibility. Harry Stewart, limited action only. He played. I got him at 12 games, 28 carries, 122 yards, and a touchdown. More than 50% of all of his production over 2 years came in games against Lindenwood and Wagner. So there really is. I mean, there really isn't a lot there to tell about Harry Stewart. Again, 12 games over 2 years, didn't have much. He did have offers out of high school, BYU, Baylor, Michigan, Missouri, and Texas A&M. That's pretty good. He didn't touch the ball for the last 5 games of the entire season. He last touched the ball on October 11th in a blowout loss to Texas Tech, and he was done.
Phased out.
I don't know if he was phased out, injured out, checked out, whatever it was, but Harry Stewart was done, and obviously now is in the transfer portal and coming to Boise State. So I like his size. I'm not sure what he can do. He can catch the ball a little bit. He had 5 catches at that time as well. So I think Harry Stewart III, by the way, an all-academic dude, who constantly talks about God, checks those boxes as well for Spencer Danielson. Harry Stewart III is coming in for 3 years. I'm sure the plan initially on is limited action. We'll see how that plays out. Ballgame, what do you know about Juelz Goff?
I'll say, Greg, did you want to get in on the Frisco, Texas real quick, you were saying?
Well, just a comment that maybe applies to both of these guys, but I wonder, and we'll see what happens in spring ball, but I wonder if one of these guys maybe gets groomed as a kick returner, because
neither one of them have any kind of special teams experience yet.
Yeah, and that's where I just wonder if what the path is to getting these guys on the field, because obviously, no more Malik Sherrod, but you still have Gaines and Riley, who we would think are going to be toting the rock a good chunk for Boise State. So I wonder if they kind of look at, flirting with one or both of these guys in special team situations as early as spring.
I think Harry Stewart is a candidate for a red shirt. I really do.
That too. Yeah.
And maybe it might be one of those 4-game deals. It might be let's wait and see deals. To me, he is not anywhere near as polished as Juelz Goff, the kid that we're going to talk about here in a second from Pitt, in terms of the production and what he's done. Harry Stewart, to me, is very, very green, has very, very little football experience. He's going to be RB4 on Prater's depth chart going into spring. We'll see how it plays out, but I do like I do like the fact that he's there. I do like the fact that he's big. I do like the fact that he's got 3 years of eligibility. I'm not counting on Harry Stewart III to give me much production this football season.
A couple of things with Harry Stewart, and let's get to the Goff kid real quick. They list him kind of as a bruiser, a power back, Harry Stewart, but a kid ran a 10.8. 100-meter dash in Texas in high school. 10.81s, they don't hand those out. It's not pretty quick, but
not the fastest.
But it's pretty good for a bruiser power back.
100%. A 10.8 with that size, absolutely. And maybe that's where Spencer Danielson's looking at him for in terms of just that potential. That size, that kind of speed, fantastic.
Yeah, they liked Goff a lot in Pitt, but there was this true freshman this year that just had a breakout season, Jakarian Turner, and Goff was the result of Turner's ascension, was Goff going further and further down the depth chart. He's 5'9", $195. He was considered a physical runner for Pitt as well, so they did get 2 physical guys, pretty big, but here's a guy who just wants to play. He got out of the rotation there at Pitt, Prater, and he's coming here at Boise State. And it's kind of odd because they got 2 backs here who think they are the shiz, right? I mean, Sire Gaines and Dylan Riley are like, dude, we don't need any help here. You can get some young guys that we can train. But these 2 dudes coming from these schools, they're not just coming to help out. Both these kids are coming here to be RB1. You'd think this is an interesting running back room, because I think you got the new guys and you got the old guys, and we'll see how they all gel, Prater.
Yeah, and they'll gel over time. And obviously 3 of these cats are going to play, or Sire Gaines, Dylan Riley, and at least one of these dudes is going to play. I'll pick Juelz Goff as we start right now. He started 2 games at Pitt this past season, and 15 games, 86 carries like you talked about it, some decent touchdowns. Guy ran for 3,800 yards in high school. The Stewart kid, I said 60% of his production came against Lindenwood and Wagner. Juelz Goff had 59 yards and a touchdown this year against Boston College. He had 5 carries for 35 yards. That's a 7.0 average against Notre Dame this year. So I think he can get it done. Juelz Goff, to me, is RB3 going into spring ball, and we'll see how that plays out. I even think, based on his size and his background, going back to Greg's point, he might be a special teams guy that they'll take a look at. I'm not sure if you're going to put Harry Stewart back there as a big dude, but if he's got the speed and the power, that might be kind of fun to watch. But Juelz Goff, Juelz, I love that first name.
Yeah, I haven't seen Juelz spelt like that before. Cool.
I know the only Juelz I know is in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, look at Prater.
Juelz Verne, the author.
Juelz, no, I've never heard of Juelz
Verne. Yes, I've heard of Juelz Verne. Around the World in 80 Days.
Yeah, Juelz Verne.
Never heard of him.
Too. That's all I've ever heard of.
Just the Pulp Fiction. Juelz. What was Juelz's last name?
Julius. Wait.
Winfield. Juelz Winfield.
Winfield. Yeah, that was Samuel L. Right?
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson.
Great character.
Great.
That's right.
Prater knows.
This isn't the first time I've had a gun pointed at me. I love that line. And if you don't shut up, it'll be your last. Like, that's just such a great scene.
The Burger Royale.
Yeah. A Royale with cheese.
Yes.
I don't know. I didn't go to Burger King. I'm just kidding. Man, good stuff, guys. Yeah, who leads this team in rushing next year? Text 208-424-9300. The college football playoff dates are set. Where will Boise State be playing next year in the CFP quarterfinals? Greg, let's get the news on KTIK The Ticket.
This is Idaho Sports Talk with Prater and the Ballgame.